Yo, what's up? This is Blair speaking, and I just wanted to hop on and talk about this topic while it is still hot. So, first of all, before I get started, I would like to thank everybody for 1,000 subscribers, which is a number that I never thought I'd achieve. And also, thank you so much for all the positive reception on my Disventure Camp All-Stars Re-Write. I put a lot of my heart, soul, effort into that rewrite, and I'm glad that a lot of you feel the same way, because I'm very proud of that video that I made. Alright, so now that that's over with, time to get to the subject at hand, aka the DC5 reveals. So, little context. Jared Madrigal recently revealed that Season 5 is going to be fans versus favorites. So it's going to be 24 characters, which is 6 more than, like, Season 4 and Season 3's cast. So, yesterday they dropped the cast, and there was a lot of angry reception, which I get it. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty neutral about, like, the choices we got. Like, there are some where I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I get to see these guys on my screen again. And then on the other hand, I'm like, really? Really? You got these guys back? I thought their arc was, like, over. So I'm just gonna go over these really quickly. Starting with the favorites. So, honestly, I think Alec and Fiore coming back is... I'd say, like, Alec is more justified. Fiore, honestly, you know what? I mean, I can see it. I can see her coming back. Like, personally, I thought she got, like, nerfed in Disventure Camp All-Stars because, well, everybody knew that she was the evil child now. And also, a majority of the pre-merge challenges were very, like, physical-based in All-Stars. Actually, most of the All-Stars challenges were pretty, like, physically demanding. As for Alec, I do feel like he has a legitimate reason to come back on the show for a third time. Tom and Gabby was pretty surprising, to be honest, but you know what? I'm glad they're here. I do wonder what kind of arc they're going to be given. But yeah, like, I don't know. I honestly thought that Tom and Gabby were just condemned to the Tom Jake series. So I wonder how their arc is going to play out without their other halves. As for characters that I wish I would have wanted to see in Season 1, I had a few. So Jared said that he was only going to be doing people that made the merge, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to see Lil on screen again. Maybe it's because Ken Koy is too busy slaying Reality Resort, but... honestly, I would have killed to see Gret back on. And also, I guess, like, I think Ashley deserves a fair run. Yeah, that's about it, really. Everyone else is, like, I feel like they've kind of had, like, a fulfilling arc and whatnot. As for any pre-merge characters that I think would have potential, Will definitely, now that he's spent a lot of time with Ashley. I know a lot of people got really upset with, like, Dan not coming back. I'm fine with him not returning, but I do feel like he deserves to return on a season someday. Like, come on, guys. All-Stars 2. Make it happen. Nah, I'm kidding, but that would be crazy if Odd Nation Cartoons did that. So, moving on to the Season 2 cast. I am absolutely... elated to see Rosa Maria here. Not many of you know this, but she is my favorite character on Season 2. I love her a lot. Lake also deserves to be here. She just got, like, really screwed over in All-Stars. Aiden and Allie, why the hell are they here? I feel like there's just no more story potential for them anymore. Like, unless they do something new with Aiden and Allie's arcs, I don't see any reason for them to be there unless it's, like, for early boot purposes or just the worst case scenario yaoi bait. And I really hope that, like, Jared Madrigal kind of tones down the yaoi bait, because I don't know, I don't like it. It's just not well written. As for Carnival of Chaos, so I'm happy to see Benji and Natalia back. They were both on my wish list. Spencer, as much as I hate to say it, he does make sense because he is a huge favorite, but also, I don't know if he has a reason to come back because he had a really good run in season 4. And apparently, the last DC4 player who is, like, the last spot that's remaining is for somebody who's still in the game. Right now, my current winner's pick is Hannah, but if I were to choose who I think would probably fill in that last slot, I feel like the best 3 possible choices, maybe 4, is Zayd, Isabel, and Logan, and maybe Anastasia. I would also, like, vouch for Jade, but she just doesn't have, like, as much popularity as the others, and it also doesn't help that episode 14 happened. But yeah, I feel like if Hannah doesn't win, then I want her to be on season 5 of DC4. I will say that I think that Logan is probably the most realistic choice because he has the most fans, but, like, the 3 that I'm really rooting for is, like, Isabel, Zayd, and maybe Anastasia. I just really hope that, like, her character turns around because I don't really like her right now in this season. But yeah. Okay. As for other characters that I wanted to see come back on season 2, because my dumbass forgot. Yeah, I don't think Tess made the merge in both of her seasons, which really sucks. Because I honestly would have loved to see her, like, return for a season and just, I guess, have more plot relevance aside from being, like, the therapist character. Like, there are a lot of good boots here. Like, good early boots here in Disventure Camp 2. Like, I want to see Maggie, like, a more confident, bold version of Maggie. But also, you know, I feel like she's kind of living in the woods with Kai right now, so unfortunately that's not super possible. I mean, I feel like Hunter coming back would be pretty interesting, but I'm not super sure. So those are my thoughts on the favorites. And now for the fans. So we don't have any information on their, like, characters or their personalities. So I'm just gonna, like, go through these designs one by one and just say what I think. I think Ara has, like, a really cute design. She gives off some serious mean girl energy, and I feel like she is going to be one of the season villains. Finn, oof. He looks like a chap. He looks like, honestly, he looks like Nick if he was 10 times richer. Bruno is adorable. I love his little, like, hiking, or I don't think it's definitely a hoodie, but I love the little, like, patterns on his coat. My prediction is that he's, like, I'm pretty sure that Bruno is gonna be, like, indigenous because the patterns on his shirt, they kind of, like, reflect the art from that culture, but I could be wrong. Evie, oh my god, this woman screams like hoity-toity Karen. I don't know if it's just me. She looks like, honestly, she kind of looks like a Barbie doll. But, like, oh my god, I just feel like she's gonna be very, like, spoiled rich girl energy. Who knows? I'm not sure. Olivia? Or Olivia? I feel like Olivia's gonna be German and her name is gonna be pronounced Olivia. everybody is calling her the cat lady, and like, I can definitely see it. Like, I think it's time we had a crazy cat lady. I unfortunately do think that's going to make her an early boot. Sam, he's got that eye candy energy. I feel like he's a mellow guy. He's pretty chill. Nora is one of my favorites, honestly. I think it's really cool to see like a black girl who's also goth or punk, or like emo. I'm pretty sure she's like a black goth girl, but like, you know, we don't really see a lot of that. I could just not be consuming as much media as everyone else, but like a lot of the goth girls that I grew up with were like white women. So it's cool seeing some goths of color on screen. Manu, oof. I unfortunately feel like Manu or Sam might fall under like the trap of yaoi bait, and I really, no, Manu is cool. I think Manu is super cool. I love his design. He's very handsome. He's a handsome man and he's adorable. Ernesto, ooh, definitely like a grandpa guy. I feel like he's gonna be a mentor figure. He's just like an average dude, and I respect that. Like, a lot of these cast members seem to be like very eccentric looking, but like, it's good to have like a straight man like Ernesto. Maybe Sam might also fall into that category, and maybe Bruno as well. Dunya or Dunya, I am going to get executed for that pronunciation. She has a really pretty design. I don't know why, but like when I look at her design, I feel like she's very, very into astrology. So yeah. I think Ren is pretty chill. I think from what I heard, they're gender fluid, or at least like they don't really mind what pronouns people call them. This is from like an outside source. But no, like, I think Ren is super cool. I think they're gonna fall under the trope of like farmer person. I've heard somebody compare Ren to like Levi from Exotic Escapade, because they're both farmer dudes and they got their bangs covered. But my favorite, oh my god, I fucking love Aubrey's design. She's just so like, okay, I'm gonna admit it right now, Wednesday is one of my guilty pleasure shows, and she just reminds me of Enid Sinclair from Wednesday. Like, listen, I'll be very disappointed if she doesn't wolf out at least once this season. Okay. Okay, no more jokes. I don't know why, but like, I feel like Aubrey is going to be like the one autistic character of the season, which honestly, I'm totally down for that, because, well, shocker, I am on the autism spectrum, so it would be pretty cool to see like an autistic character being represented in like a total drama inspired property like Disventure Camp. So I don't know, it's like, I do want to see like an autistic character on my screen someday, so I think that would be just super cool. So those are my thoughts on all of the contestants for DC5. If you want to have a discussion, if you agree or disagree with me, please let me know in the comments, but try to keep it civil in there. I do not encourage flame wars or harassment of any kind. And I will probably see you in the next one. So with that said, goodbye, and I will see you soon. Hopefully.